Hello and welcome. It's Bashir Fadl with lovelycourse.com, and we're continuing our journey into project management. Now, there's one thing that people in IT normally hate with a passion, and it's called documentation. The smarter they are in IT, usually speaking, the more they like to work with the technology and the more they hate to write notes. As a project manager, we want to have our artifacts. We want to have our communication documented and centralized. We want that there are standards, regardless of who's developing what, who's working on what, that we're all following those standards. And that's why it's very important to have what we call templates and project libraries. We have a template of what an SOP should look like. We have a template of what a business requirements document looks like. SOP meaning standard operating procedures. The BRD is the business requirement documents. Here's what we expect. If you have user stories, as you're collecting your requirements, here's the 6-7 different steps of what the BRD is going to look like, of what the SOP is going to look like, what the user story is going to look like. If you're opening a ticket, here's what we expect you to put about that incident or about that ticket. We want to have standardized templates. It makes life perfectly easy. It doesn't get any better than that, more convenient. But also we want to have our documentation centralized. Suppose we have a project that started 3 weeks ago and we pull you in as a new team member. You shouldn't be searching and asking people and so is off this week about, hey, where do I find, who can answer this question? Where can I find the answer to this? Or what test is this required? No, we need to have our documentation centralized in a central place where everybody can go into it. If we're trying to build a document, we have a template that's ready. Basically, we're filling in the blanks and the blocks. So it's very, very important to have documentation templates. If we have a SOP, a BRD, a user story, a use case, a ticket that needs to be opened, here's what it's going to look like throughout our project. And then here's our centralized drive. Could be a shared folder. It could be a drive such as a Google Drive or kind of a cloud drive basically that anybody could access, or it could be something more formalized and more organized and built for a team collaboration such as Slack or Microsoft Teams or Jira, where people have areas where they could put their folders, areas where they could put their documentation, areas such as in Jira where they have Confluence where people can kind of draw their diagrams, and in Teams where people can kind of draw their flow charts, and SharePoint and so on and so forth. But it's very important for us as project managers to choose and push for templates for all our documentation, and then to ensure that communication and documentation is shared through a unified project library for all of our artifacts. At this stage, simply go to the website, lovelycourse.com, scroll down to project management, log into your course, and in the course, we're going to scroll down to this lesson, which is specifically project management templates and tools, importance of a project library. In there, you're going to study the lesson and you're going to find different varieties and explanations to and examples of what we're referring to. And then towards the end of project management, the module, you're going to find a section for the certification exam, logging into it. And then there you're going to find a lot of multiple choice questions. Simply, it's auto-corrected. If you get the right answer, it's going to tell you it's the right answer. If you get the wrong answer, it tells you what the right answer is. And you can retake the quiz as many times as you want until you're very comfortable to take the certification exam. Finally, don't forget to visit our events page. We usually have a lot of events where we discuss different subjects, and we're there to also answer your questions and get to know you. So we look forward to seeing you there. Thank you so much, and see you in the next session.